Ciao Bella. I know it's been a long time since my last post. It's been about a month now, and I do have good reasons. I've been incredibly busy. I know I say that a lot, but I have been working on something very special. So I'm very special. Anyway, I've been working on my own pair of glasses, and this is the first sample that came in. Very nice. I have it in that color as well as this tortoise. I posted about them over on my IG, which if you guys don't follow me on IG and TikTok. It's going to be BLVCK hoodie with 3 E's. But I kind of showed off the samples just a little bit. There's still a lot of stuff we got to do, like lens colors and different things like that. But hopefully I might have something like this available kind of in the summer. I'm very excited about some of that stuff. So I've been working a lot with that. I don't want to share too many details because I do want to keep it kind of a surprise, but just for you guys, I'll showcase what at least I've been doing. It's been a year since I last did my video where I talked about 10 fashion mistakes that I regret, or if I was starting off in fashion, I wish I'd never made, something along those lines. So I thought after a year has passed, what else have I learned? So I wanted to do a new video of 10 more fashion mistakes that I wish I never made. So enough with the rambling, let's go ahead and get into it. Number 1, join the dark side. And I know what you're thinking, what the heck does he mean join the dark side? Like, what is he talking about? And when I say dark side, I mean start wearing the color black a little bit more. Okay, when you start off in the fashion space, I think the first thing everybody wants to do is basically experiment and throw on anything to kind of let people know, hey, I'm here, I've arrived. Okay, LeBron, we're good, we don't need you. I think that's the first thing everybody wants to do, is they want to really express themselves, and they tend to express themselves in colors. I know I did. Okay, why did I have a purple windbreaker with yellow neon highlights in it from ASOS? I don't know. I bought it though. And I said, this is me right here. No, it's not. I think the best thing you can do when starting off is kind of just grab your basics. Grab a white tee, a black tee, a white sweater, a black sweater, things of those sorts, and just take those items and find out what are the fits, the shapes, the styles, the materials that you like. Joining the dark side and going a little bit simple to start off rather than super expressive, because I feel like those are the things where down the line you'll kind of go, man, I looked terrible at the start, and that's something I wish I would have done way earlier. Number 2, dressing basic is a good thing. I know there's a real heavy negative connotation around the term basic. Nobody wants to be basic, because if you're seen as basic, then are you really into fashion? Do you really even care? But something I've had to come to grips with is, and maybe it's just coming from old age, man. I'm 24 now. I've officially hit unk status to some of you guys, and maybe this is just what comes with life. But I dress boring, man. I kind of wear the same things over and over again. At first, I struggled with the concept of this and thought to myself, I'm getting lazy. I'm no longer in my bag. That's what I was thinking. I think nowadays I've realized that dressing boring and dressing simple, because boring is a bit harsh, but simple is actually a very good thing for your personal style, which I'll kind of link to a little bit later. But it's kind of means to yourself, you found what you like, and you're good with that. And starting off in fashion, getting to this point where you find yourself comfortable with what you wear, how you wear it, to the point that you just wear it all the time, is actually a beautiful thing. It's not something to be scared of, and you can always still experiment, but I actually think it's a pretty beautiful thing. For number 3, we have all things can be good in moderation. That's the key word, in moderation. Now, this can be anything from fashion trends, which I know. I'm already seeing the comments right now, you typing away. And this guy says he likes trends. I can't. Listen, hear me out. I'll explain. I'll start off with fast fashion. I think a lot of people think I dog on fast fashion and that I don't like people who buy fast fashion. That is nowhere near the truth. For me personally, I think fast fashion can be decent in moderation when you're trying to experiment, or if you're someone who can't afford other things. But I've always recommended I've had so many recommendations of ways to use your money without having to go down the fast fashion route. However, if you're someone who's like, hey, listen, this is my budget, I have no other way of doing it, this is the only way I got, it's accessible to me, of course. I think it's the overconsumption of those things that can kind of lead you down a path of negativity further down the line. The same can be said with trends. I think trends are an incredible way to experiment with something. I would have never, and I mean never, probably worn jeans as much as I do now if it wasn't for baggy jeans becoming a trend. Baggy denim was never something that was really acceptable from where I'm from. It was skinny jeans or nothing, and I hated skinny jeans. It made me so uncomfortable. We've talked about my thunder thighs. So when baggy denim was a thing and I got to experiment with baggy denim, I realized I really like denim. I love it. So in return, it's allowed me to now delve into it where now it's basically my uniform wearing some type of denim. So anything that you might think of as that's a negative or that's super bad, I think can be looked at sometimes as a good thing if it's utilized in moderation. Number 4, stop consuming. And I mean consuming in a ton of different ways. I mean consuming in shopping all the time. Okay, listen, the real will always be there. Put the phone down. Okay, Grailed, stop the doom scrolling. Put the phone down. Okay, put it on D&D. Call it a day. But not only in that sense, I even mean in the sense of the media you consume. And maybe this is me shooting myself in the foot as I am this is my job, doing fashion content creation. But even for me, a lot of the times for the last year and a half, I've taken a step away from how much media I consume within the fashion space, as I think consuming too much, even though I love the game, right? I think consuming too much can actually dampen you when it comes to your own taste and style, right? Because at certain points you have to really just delve into what you like, and a lot of the inspirations you gather are not from the fashion space. They're from places outside of it. So if you constantly only live in the world of fashion, you'll never really get to understand what makes you you. You know what I mean? So being able to limit how much info you consume, really pinpoint what you do want to utilize and what you do want to have, whether that be, not buying anywhere near as much, or, not watching as many videos onto the fashion world and staying as up to date as I used to do with shoe releases and clothing drops and things of that sort, but really limiting all that and really pinpointing what you do want. Not consuming will help you so much more in the long run. Next, I have personal style is just a uniform. Personal style this, personal style that. How do you find your personal style? I've done tons of videos on the 6 stages of personal style. How do you find your personal style? What place are you in? And all that still stands. But I think at the end of it all, personal style is really just what makes you feel good and what do you wear all the time. That is really it. Personal style is just a uniform. It's the thing you step out the house in the most often. Is it your favorite pair of sunglasses? Is it your favorite pair of shoes? Is it that one accessory that you wear all the time? That really is the personal style aspect. It's the uniform you feel good in. So don't worry and stress out too much about personal style. And I know I kind of went into this in my last video, but it's really just a uniform. It's the thing, if you really, really dilute it, it's just the thing you feel most confident in every single day. Next, we have rules are meant to be broken. Rules such as don't wear black and navy, or don't wear white after Labor Day, as well as don't go into the social media space hoping to find, okay, what are the 10 things that women like about men in fashion. Don't look at those videos hoping that you can then take some info that you think is going to help you get a girl in your life or something like that. Those rules are rules, and they're meant to be broken. They're not meant to be a thing that is used 24/7. It can be a decent guideline, but at the end of the day, scrap them. Okay, you do whatever you want to do, whatever you feel good about, whatever you want to wear, whatever you feel like on the day, you do that. Okay, don't let some fashion rule dictate what you can and cannot do. Buying luxury does not mean you have good taste or good style, and this is something that really hit me hard. I think when you see the newest and greatest, right, the Acne Studio super baggy denim, will use the example. Just because you buy them and you throw them on with a pair of Timbs does not mean you instantly have good style or taste. Just buying a designer item does not mean, hey, I'm here, I've arrived, right? We've seen it. The Gucci belt, a LV belt, all of a sudden everybody tucks in the shirt just so you can see it. That does not mean anything, okay? And the same can be said about marquee pieces. Just because you bought a pair of Tabbies does not mean that all of a sudden you have A plus taste, okay? Trust me, we all know tabbies exist. So not just relying on buying some high dollar item and thinking, hey, I spent $1,000 on this instantly means something. It doesn't. It's the art of curation that really, really means a lot more. So just buying some high-end item and thinking you've made it doesn't. So just because you buy luxury does not mean you have good taste or style. Next, everyone has style. In the words of Gusteau,
what I say is true. Anyone can cook.
now, the reason why I say that is because one of the worst things someone can do within the fashion community, I feel like, is dog on another person's style, right? Because at the end of the day, for me personally, I believe everyone has style. Now, just because I don't necessarily want to wear what you're wearing does not mean that you don't have style, right? If you feel comfortable and you feel good in what you're wearing, then who am I to shame you on that? Because you could be saying the exact same thing about me. So I think being able to look at a person and see their confidence, see how good they feel about whatever they're wearing, and being able to take what you would have thought as a negative and being able to look at it as a positive, you can actually take so much more from that at the end of the day. Slowly loosening your grips on the concept of what is good and what is bad allows you to start to look at negatives and take things away from it to turn into positives. Outfit so nice, you gotta wear it twice, aka outfit repeating. The negative connotation around outfit repeating is absolutely insanity to me. If I posted an outfit on the gram and the people are loving it, who am I to starve them of that outfit again? And if they're still hungry for it, give it to them again and again and again. What you're just gonna end up putting yourself into is you're gonna put yourself into a weird spot where you feel like you have no clothes because you've worn this one outfit and you've worn this next outfit and you can't repeat it, right? So then you constantly overconsume to fill out your closet, and then those clothes, you don't care for them anymore. You've already worn the outfit. So can we please normalize outfit repeating, okay? Honestly, there's an art to it. Being able to take something and of such simplicity and making it so good that you can wear it over and over and over again and the people still love it. You still love it. It's a beautiful thing. Now, earlier, I said rules are meant to be broken. And I stand by that. However, for my last thing, I do have one rule. And that is, if it takes me longer than 10 minutes to get ready, something is wrong. I have to be comfortable in being able to quickly come up with some decisions and quickly find what I want to wear. Because then the process of getting dressed, the process of expressing yourself, the process of fashion is now stressful. It's no longer fun. It's stressful. Now, there's a moment in the day where you can sit there and you can play dress up, where you just try out different combos all the time. That's great. However, if I'm getting ready and I need to throw on something and it takes me longer than 10 minutes and I'm sitting there for 30 minutes trying out different jean combos, trying out different shoes. Do I like my brown boots or do I like my black boots? Time is ticking. I need to get going. So my rule is, if it takes me longer than 10 minutes, something is wrong and I need to just step away, revise, and just kind of go with the first thing I'm feeling, okay? And just walk out the door with that and try to be confident in that item. That's gonna be it. Those are my 10 fashion mistakes that I wish I never made. Do not be like me, okay? But if you guys like this video, please leave it a like or leave a comment down below of something you guys want to see next. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week. That's gonna be it for me. Adios, amigos.